Mandy on the street. Mandy, comes Mandy, walking down the street. She's gonna ask you a question, and Mandy will repeat. She's Mandy, Mandy, Mandy on the street.
Hi, I'm Mandy Valencia, and this is Mandy on the Street. Last night in Ashland, 12 houses caught on fire on Oak Knoll Drive and the surrounding neighborhood. Today I'm asking, what would you like to see happen for the families affected by the fire, and what are you ready to do to help? So you said that you helped someone with a fire before.
Yes, and they had a family of five.
Mm-hmm.
It was a mother and all her daughters and one grandbaby. Mm-hmm. And it was during Thanksgiving of that year, so it was cold, so they stayed at our house. And Red Cross came in, and I started on the radio first thing in the morning because it happened like at 5 in the morning. Mm-hmm. So I got on a couple of the radio stations, and the phone did not stop until that afternoon. For people donating everything. They had to get a storage unit.
Wow. So what would you like to see happen for some of the families affected?
I don't know how drastic their situation is, other than, like I said, most people who live over there are in pretty good shape to own a house over there because they're pretty expensive.
That's true.
I'm sure that I saw last night on something was open for them to go at last night on East Main Street.
Oh, good.
To go sleep. I'm sure people in this town are, as I said, are very friendly, and they would come. And anybody if I had the place right now, I'd help somebody else.
Well, hopefully they're reimbursed fully and have a place to live here real soon.
Yeah, definitely.
We had a couple, actually. We had a lady come in last night buying like just her toothbrush and stuff because all her valuables were gone. She didn't even have a toothbrush.
Oh, wow. What would you like to see happen for the affected families of the fire? And
gosh, it must be devastating. Those poor people. I hope they have family around that can help them out. I'm happy our community has networks of people who are gathering food and stuff for people in need, so hopefully they can connect with all the services that we can get to them.
Yeah, what about the guy they arrested in the connection with the fire?
Oh gosh, I really hope nobody jumps to any conclusions. Everybody has a right to a fair trial. I thought it was maybe my loose trailer hitch that started the fire. As I drove past on the freeway, I was just there at the time. But apparently, or I hope it wasn't me.
Someone to come in to buy him food. A long time ago we told them they couldn't come in here anymore.
How come?
That was a couple years ago. He was using the bathroom and decided to kick his way out of the stall instead of opening it. Yep.
That's very sad.
Yeah. What do you think the community should do to come together?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not much of a community organizer, so I would be foolish to say yes, out of my realm. But it would be nice if people were able to chip in. But times are pretty tight, so I don't know how much people are going to do that.
So you recognize the guy that they arrested in connection with the fire?
Yeah, I did.
You have seen him around before?
Oh yeah, he is a homeless person that wanders the streets, and seems like he needs some mental help. Yeah, I've seen where he had patches of his hair missing, and I have a feeling that he had some problems, some mental illness problems.
Definitely.
I've talked to other people as well that are on the street who witness his problems, and they tolerate it, I guess, because they know he's got problems. So they do.
What would you like to see happen for the families that were affected by the fire?
Given new shelter, or an opportunity to live a normal life again. Of course, I'm homeless. I've been homeless for over 10 years. I live out of my truck. So I've given up on affording to live around here, except to live in the National Forest. It's the healthiest place to be today.
And then,
No, I see him crossing the freeway in a Taco Bell. Usually, that's the only time I see him. And it seems like a definitely disturbed character, he doesn't usually take help from people as far as clothing and stuff. He just wants money and or food. I've tried to offer him food before and he won't take it, so I've given him money too. So, but I had no idea that was he was related to starting the fire, or that was
who they arrested. Yeah, I mean, he'll get his day in court, of course, you know, to decide. But
yeah.
So you live up there? Were you pretty close to where the fires were burning then?
Yeah, I was I'm on Cypress Point Loop, and they evacuated like 1 block away from us. And I walked out the back of my house and saw the plume of smoke going up just a couple blocks away, and I was wondering myself, like, you know, what is that? It must be a house fire. And it seemed like it took at least 10 minutes for the fire trucks to respond before I heard sirens and stuff, and I had time to actually drive down to the area where it was 3 blocks away, and there was a bunch of people already just, you know, kind of piling on the scene. And then a few minutes later, then the trucks started coming in, and so I was surprised at the response time. That was a little bit slow, I think. We got a station right here, and you know, I know they probably had somebody calling in or whatever, but you know, I'm sure it takes a little bit of time for them to get ready. But it seemed like I was a little slow on response.
Yeah. What would you like to see happen for the folks?
I would like to see
affected,
like some sort of charity fundraiser happen through the community. People that, you know, I'm sure a lot of the folks, excuse me, have insurance because they're retired people in that area, in that community. But it'd be nice to see a charity started up for those who maybe didn't have insurance or just need extra help. That would be nice to see.